internal guy.
Yeah, so I'm playing today Beem. I remember watching him in 2002 when he beat Tiger, and I was a huge Tiger fan as a kid, so I was like, damn, this guy like ruined my weekend. This guy, I think he shot 67, 68 to beat Tiger in 2002 at Hazeltine. Beat Tiger in his prime, and I'm gonna take him on today at the Hay, par 3 challenge. What do you think? What's your prediction? Course record 20, 7 under?
Yeah, we saw you take on Rocco.
Okay.
Rich has got a nasty short game.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a competitor.
Yeah.
I think it'll go down the last hole.
Yeah, no, I think this would be a good accomplishment. I've beat now the last 2 pros I've played. And you know, as a guy that just kind of sits behind a desk, that makes me feel good. This guy's out here grinding a short game.
You are not behind a desk. I know what your business is. You're not behind a desk. You walk to the office, hey, did you check in on that? Hey, what's the status of that over there? Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go hit balls.
Yeah.
That's a very nice action right there.
Ooh, I like that. That was pure. Nice shot. Okay, so this is Beem, major championship and multiple-time PGA Tour winner. I'm Brixton, the CEO of Performance Golf, and today we're gonna play a 9-hole match at the Hay at Pebble Beach, and we're gonna see whose short game is better, a professional golfer's or mine at one of the most iconic par 3s in the world. Well, I was gonna say, if I beat you today, we gotta get something on the line. If I beat you, you need to recreate the dance.
Listen, that is never gonna happen. Nope.
You weren't thinking you were gonna win when you were ranked 73rd in the world in 2002, did you? Thought you were gonna win that week at Hazeltine?
I didn't think I was gonna win, but
You were thinking tough.
my game was in good shape.
You were playing well.
I was playing extremely well. Won 2 weeks prior. Took a week off, and then played the PGA, won that. So.
Okay, major championship winners, cell phone salesman, best-selling author too. When I read that psyched me out when I read that.
I didn't write anything. Somebody else wrote and got paid for it. I just was the subject of it.
I heard that book took off.
It might have. I don't know. I didn't. Somebody else wrote it about me. They had my time and whatnot.
Yeah.
Never saw a paycheck. You and I got paid the same for that book.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so what are you thinking out here, Rich? Par 27. Like, what would be a good number for you today?
You know, I'd like to say it's been a while since I played here. I don't know, 2, 3 under maybe.
Okay. Course record's 20, 7 under.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen today.
Oh, this is really tricked out because you're gonna see today lots of slopes. If you don't hit balls into like little 3-4 foot bowls, you can make 3-4 bogeys out here.
Listen, this golf course is better played during happy hour. At 7:31 in the morning, it's a little bit.
It's chilly.
Are we going here?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right,
let's
buddy.
Away.
Let's go.
Here we go.
I don't have to give you strokes, do I?
Nope. Oh no.
Oh, good.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying right there. Look at that. Okay, it stayed up there. I got a lob wedge. Rich played at 30 feet left. We're gonna aim more like a foot left. Spin this back in for a 1 to start. Oh, blocked it.
Did you say you're aiming a foot left?
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to aim 15, I'm trying to hit it right where I did, trying to just hit it anywhere on top.
I didn't want to go as far left as you. That was not very good. So speaking of course records, how many course records have you broken? How many hole-in-ones also?
Oh, I've got 13 of them.
13 hole-in-ones.
Hole-in-ones.
Okay.
Last one I made was with my son in a father-son tournament, and it's by far the best one. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, so I was with Rocco Media the other week, and he's had 37, and he claims he doesn't remember his first. How do you not remember your first?
Because he's like 82 now, I think, Rocco?
Yeah,
No,
he's getting up there.
You know, I think because after a while, you kind of forget, like all 13. That's really even funny. What was my first one?
You don't remember?
No, I do remember my first one now.
I think once you get over a certain number,
I remember my first one now. I'm surprised that I didn't remember it.
That's a good problem to have, though, I feel like.
First one was at Disney tournament.
So you didn't make a hole-in-one until you were in your 30s.
I didn't make a hole-in-one until my 30s.
And you made 13 since?
I have.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, that shows you right there.
Ramming speed. I can't believe it's that straight.
All right, that's good.
But
by
yeah,
me.
it's, I mean, there's no better place to go play 18 around here than come out here for this, this little boondoggle.
Grinding pars from the first.
Nothing rolls like a ball. Thanks for that. What do we got here there, Hefe?
We got a $110. Any tips for when you have cold hands? Anything you do there? Any secrets?
You know, honestly, just try and keep them as warm as you can. But one thing that I do is say, just try and swing as smooth as I can. From the top down, try and be as smooth as I can.
Okay.
Because the more you get here, you're going to lose the feeling in your fingers. If you lose it on the way down, you have no idea where the club is at, so you can't save, you can't do anything with it. And more than likely, you're going to hit it fat or thin.
So you're thinking like rhythm, tempo.
I'm thinking rhythm and tempo more
like
than anything else. Yeah. I'm just going to hit this. I think this is like a 49-ish thing. I don't know.
Might need to go a little bit.
No, that's there.
Told
Oh,
you.
it's not there. You dirty thing.
Don't. Come on. Commentator says it's there. Guy
I
behind
thought,
the desk
listen,
says
I
that's
hit it
not
exactly like I wanted to.
there. Is that a gap wedge?
That was an A wedge. A for arithmetic. Oh, look at him working the fade back in. Look at it go in.
There we go. Not bad.
Not bad. That's good.
So what are you thinking there? Like, what would have been a good shot from 100? I mean, you got to figure it's like a 115-yard shot today.
I
would
think
you-
tour average is somewhere in 20, it's like 20 feet.
Yeah. I think we
Yeah,
upped it.
different rules and whatnot. I literally was, if I could have hit it within 15, 20 feet, that would have been fine with me. I know that most amateurs, you know, that come out here and they're trying to be competitive, you know, they're grinding at it. But the reality is your shot right there, I mean,
That's really good.
you give that to me every single day from that yardage, I'd still be on tour. The one thing that they also forget is as soon as you hit that ball, it's gone. You
done.
can't control anything it does.
Yeah.
And if it's going right at it and it hits anything, it goes this far. I think Scotty Cameron said something like, if you hit a 10-footer and you hit the line by 1%, you're going to miss by a certain amount. I'm like going, if you think about it that way, you'd never be able to draw the club back.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling the numbers you can have in it, but listen, it's
Even golf in general, your club face is 2 degrees open. That's 20 yards offline.
that's exactly right.
You know, it's just a game of tiny edges, as we were saying.
I mean, how about this? One of the greatest ever to play the game. Tiger Woods at one point had a strike rate of like 20 some odd % of the tournaments that he teed it up in won. In the NFL, if you're winning 25% of the games, you're going through a different coach every 3 years.
Yeah. That's a really good point.
I mean,
Wow.
I mean, 25% is horrific in most things, except for in baseball too. You hit 250, you're going to make some pretty good coin.
Not bad.
Not bad. I think when Tiger comes out and plays this golf course, he has to bring a caddy to rake the bunker for him in case he hits in the bunker. Does he have to rake it himself?
No, I think he brings his backpack guy like Bryson. You hear about that?
No, but I
Bryson's got a backpack guy.
oh no, I know it. I know that.
Okay, so
He's
you know
been
that.
oh yeah, he's been around for forever.
I just learned that last night.
Oh no, he's got a guy who carries around a backpack full time. Yeah.
See, I'm all about outsourcing, but I never heard of a backpack guy. Do you want to roll or do you want me to roll?
No, hit it. You're
Okay.
closest.
There we go.
All right, I'm one down. Oh, all right, this should be fun.
Okay, we got 89 here. Don't you think golf should be like 12 holes?
Yes.
It's too long.
Listen, I think there should be new courses that have 12 holes in it.
Yeah. You can play
Or
6,
three-
12, or 18. How about that?
Or 6 holes. After every 6 holes, you come
Yeah.
back to the clubhouse.
Yeah.
That way you can play all 18, or you can do 6, you can do 12, you can do 18.
Yeah.
There's got to be a formula to have something like that. But yes, I think that 100%.
Okay, 89 yards. PGA Tour average is what? 16 feet?
Probably.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
We're gonna try to put this to about 6.
That is there.
Man, that was right at it.
Were you trying to go right at that?
I said 6 feet. I thought I was gonna spin
But you were
back.
trying to hit it right at it.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe just a little right at it.
Interesting. Because that's the last thing I'm looking at.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right edge of the green, right on that slope down there.
Love it.
See, I don't think I hit that hard enough.
Get up a little.
No, see.
Oh, you just missed the ridge. I said 6 feet there. I was really thinking that was going to spin back, so I hit that to about 1, 2. I hit that to 9, so I was about 3 feet off. Yeah, as you can see here, this is just a game of, I mean, if that ball goes 3, 4 more feet, he takes one bounce, he's probably next to the hole. So, like I said, golf, game of tiny edges. Rich Beem says lower your expectations. Let's see what he's thinking here.
I had
Tough
the right
putt.
idea, just
Tough putt,
didn't know how
Rich.
fast. Didn't know how fast this thing was going to be. These things are pure.
They are.
These things are awesome. I make this to avoid going 2 down. Unless you make yours, then I'm going to be for sure 2 down.
Well, just remember the course record's 20, so.
Well, listen, as I told you before, that's not going to be in danger this morning. I think if I'm going to shoot 20 out here, I'm going to be sitting at the hay for a few minutes, you know, maybe having an afternoon tequila.
Well, I was going to say, if I beat you today, we got to get something on the line. If I beat you, you need to recreate the dance.
No, it's not going to happen. I will not do it for anybody under any circumstances. Not even my wife.
Oh my gosh.
Even my wife says, do the dance. Nope.
You ruined my weekend. Then when I saw that dance, I was like, damn. This
Good,
guy's
I'm glad I did. Tiger
he's an
lover.
interesting guy. Okay, let's knock this in.
By the way, that's back-to-back birdies. You're going to shoot 20.
Hey.
That's the one thing that I enjoy playing out here and even with amateurs is that, hey guys, if you thought that I was going to be super nice to you and lovey-dovey and, you know, do all those fun things to you, I'm the wrong guy. I'm going to make fun of your swing. I'm going to make fun of you. It's all in good fun because I'm going to be out here having fun with you.
Yeah.
This is not serious and whatnot, but no, I will not do the dance for not even my wife.
So you win the PGA.
Yeah.
Okay. Any like crazy stories from that week that like were kind of untold that were like just one thing that stood out? I mean, you shot 68, 67 on the weekend, right?
I shot
67,
72, 66, 72, 68.
What's the mindset though? Like going into the weekend, like are you thinking I can win this, or is it like let's just go see what happens?
I was comfortable with what I was doing, but even more so, I was comfortable with the golf course.
Going into the weekend, if you had to say like in 15 seconds, my expectation was like, what do you think it was?
Honestly, it was to continue to have fun and enjoy being nervous. Any professional golfer, anybody who plays this game at the highest level, no matter what, you have to enjoy being uncomfortable. Nobody likes to have their entire insides churning and the weight of everything. But when you make it, the exhale moment is the greatest feeling in the world.
And I think what I take away for the average amateur is there's 2 types of philosophies with hitting a golf shot. Let's just quickly hit this and get this done with. Or let's actually enjoy this shot.
I know.
And you know, like think of the difference between those mindsets, and I think that was a big key in your success.
You got to embrace something that doesn't come naturally to you. You got to embrace the suck. If you look at the smiles afterwards, you know, no matter if they win by 17, like Tiger did here in 2000, or you win by 1, it's like you're just because you know everything you put into that moment,
all that work
has been brewed years and years beforehand. It's just awesome.
I think Tim Grover said pressure is a privilege. I mean, just to
there's
have
no
that
doubt.
opportunity.
Absolutely it is.
You know?
Absolutely it is.
Even if you fall on your face, just to have that opportunity.
That's exactly right.
Love
That's
it.
exactly right.
Okay, Rich, we got 49 yards.
Woohoo!
Okay, so I got to hit this about a good 13, 14 feet past the hole and have it kind of spin back.
Landed right at it. I'd say I must have almost flown in.
Maybe it could have spun back. Get up a little. It's close. So Rich, you have a favorite kind of par 3 that you've ever played?
Anything actually under 160.
Yeah.
I would say. I mean, you know, long par 3s serve a purpose, and I get it. You know, I don't mind Oakmont's 8th hole, where they play it, you know, close to 300 yards and whatnot. I don't mind that, just because it serves a purpose. It's more like it's a short par 4, but they just decided, you know what, we're going to keep it as a 3. and make it almost 300 yards or at 300 yards. So if you look at all the memorable par threes in the history of the game, tell me any of them, tell me anything over 190. He's like, what a great par three this is. You know, I don't think it really exists.
Add the line.
Yeah.
Who's the best putter you ever played with?
Brad Faxon.
Don't you just love how his strokes just like perfect little
It's-
pop? Like the way he pops it is just.
The thing about it though is that it's natural.
Yeah.
It never wavers. I mean, here's a guy who probably doesn't have to go out and practice putting, but he does it because he loves doing it. It's just the most natural motion, the easiest looking stroke you can find. You know, the first time he worked with Rory, take him out there and watched the stroke, and then gave him a pitching wedge, and then gave him a 7-iron. Made him hit putt with every club in the bag.
Yeah.
Said, listen, you can putt with anything.
So that's basically taking the left side, like the mechanical side of the
Taking
brain
the
out of it and
mechanical
saying,
out of it.
play with your right side, have fun, play free.
Exactly right. It's the hardest, easiest thing to do in the world.
Yeah. Counterintuitive, but so, wow. Okay. Let's see if I can knock this one in. Ugh.
Oh,
Okay.
he let off the gas. I figured 3 down, looking for more.
Don't you think that was one of the things that made Tiger so great though? Like when he had the lead, you know, he talked all the time about just absolutely going for the jugular. Like most guys were thinking, I think, yeah, hold on a little bit. I think Tiger was just gas on the pedal.
Well, Tiger was a different animal. I mean, he could afford to make a mistake because every single facet of his game could bail him out. I mean, the short game was probably the most, you know, underrated part of his game. Obviously, the putting was ridiculous, but he knew he could always lean on something. So it gave him, when you can lean on your short game as well as he could, you could afford a few, you know, to go out there and remain on the gas. But I've been saying that the strongest point he had is that the belief system, because you don't put yourself in position to win that many times in your life unless you're one of the upper echelon of guys that have won, you know, over 20 times in their career. I mean, you know, you win over 5 times in your career.
It's incredible.
It's incredible to do that every single time. He's so far ahead of the game in so many different reasons. I mean, why wouldn't Tiger take it out for a spin every time he played? But he did it calculated. You know, it wasn't all because he wanted to win. But again, I also think that he went out there to go out to try and win and have fun doing it. And listen, I'm gonna hit this shot, and hitting specific shots at specific times.
So when you win that week, okay, you win at Hazeltine. Does he say something to you after?
He actually came out after out of the trailer and congratulated me, you know, and it seemed sincere.
How did that make you feel? That was pretty cool.
It was amazing. Are you kidding me? You have the greatest player of our generation come up to you and say, congratulations on beating me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing.
Okay, we got 60 yards here.
Nice.
This is another one. You got to hit it almost past because there's a little bit of a slope there.
Yep. I want to see you running up there and pulling it out of the hole.
Okay. Ooh. Right here.
Yep.
Okay, I think Rich is going to channel his, 2007 third round Nissan Open here. Let's see it. 14th hole.
Don't have my 7-iron, but yeah, we're gonna try and bounce.
Will you do something crazy if you make a hole-in-one today?
I'll go climb the smallest tree out here.
Okay, I like that. Ooh, I like that flight. Get up a little. Oh, that's.
Oh, it was right on line
that's
too.
what I'm saying.
That's all right. Listen, I hit the shot I was trying to. I was trying to skip it up in there.
So you make the hole-in-one that year. You jump on the car. Like, what was going through your mind?
I don't think nothing was ever planned. I can promise you that.
Were you excited about winning the car?
Of course I was. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? I mean, you make a hole-in-one and there's a car right there. What are you going to do? I actually took a page out of Peter Jacobsen's book because Peter Jacobsen did that, I don't know how many years prior, and I was at home watching it when I think I was in college. And there was a 300Z convertible, and he knocked it in and went in and jumped in the car. It was acting like he was driving, and I thought, that's how you celebrate a hole-in-one.
Some guys make a hole-in-one and they're like,
Well, funny enough,
come
Retief
on.
Goosen did it, I think the day before on Friday on 16. And he just goes, there's no excitement. And again, that's Retief's deal. Retief doesn't seem to get excited.
Did you see that? Did you see that happen?
I saw it on, I saw it after, I think it was on Saturday night or Sunday, because then they showed Retief knocking it in and not having any emotion. And then they show me knocking it in and
So
going monkey nuts.
You planned out your celebration slightly.
No, I never saw Retief make his hole in one. No, of course not. No.
So there was no planning for that.
As most people can tell you, I don't have a plan, and my wife can confirm that. I make it up as I go along.
I think that probably allows you to maybe enjoy the journey more.
Well, there's no doubt. I think that I should plan a little bit better in a few things. I think that you got to live enjoying whatever comes your way, because I think the more you plan, when the plan goes awry, you don't have the capability of bouncing off of that. But listen, game plans are game plans, but when you have a plan and things go awry,
See,
that's when things, if you can't make it up on the fly, if you have enough self-belief into saying, listen, if you are so set on this is how it has to happen and this is how it has to go, you're going to get lost.
Well, I like the no plan you had on that putt. That
well,
worked
the plan
out
was to go in. Now you got to sweat it out here.
Okay, here we go. You were just telling me pressure's a privilege. I'm just going to try to tap into what you were.
If this is pressure, then we need to.
Well, no pressure, but I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to enjoy this opportunity to steal one from you.
Absolutely. Oh, you dirty rat!
See?
Listen, you took a lot of the break out. That was not going to slow down anytime soon.
All righty.
You could have picked that up in the tap room later on. If I had missed.
So Rich, you won 3 times on tour.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now, like if you had to go back, like, you know, because obviously you learned stuff along the way.
Of course.
What would you have done differently?
I think the one thing I would have done is slowed myself down. And the reason why that means not playing as much, being a little more particular about where and when I played. I should have cut it down to.
What's a happy medium, do you think?
A 22 would have been good for me, because I would have had to force out a couple of events that I really enjoyed playing in. I'd have had to make some hard decisions, but it would have been right.
Yeah. Okay, we got 74.
All right.
I don't even know what that's like, a little.
I have no idea what's up there.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for me to criticize a guy that's beating me right now. But I've noticed with every single wedge you've hit, you grip it all the way to the very top.
I've always kind of done that. Go a little lower, maybe.
Listen, when I was playing and I was at my best, and this is sort of, every wedge is going to be down here. Every wedge is going to be down here. You're rarely going to see me have a wedge this way unless I'm trying to hit it full out. Almost everything is going to be down here.
Okay.
Shorter, the more you choke down, the more control you have over it. Every single amateur had it all the way out to here.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to choke down.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so that's one of your tips for amateurs.
Listen, this is right here. This is what Tommy Fleetwood does every single time.
Totally.
He does it because A, he doesn't want to have shorter clubs. B, his arms are so long, so he just chooses to go down this way. Why is he so good? Because he's got more control over this golf club. This, I'm literally moving it up 1/4 of an inch, you know, because I want to just get it a little bit higher. But that's it. I mean, it literally is just a shift in how much I choke down on it.
Yeah.
Because I think the more you choke down, the more you're going to be able to bring it down here. But you can do a lot more with it because you have more control over this face. The longer this thing is, it's going all over the place. Why does the driver go this way?
Yeah.
Because it's longer.
Sure.
The wedges go this way because it's shorter.
That's a good little tip.
Yeah.
It's interesting in golf, like people often think they have to make these big swing changes to get better, and it's often like 2 simple things that can create 5-6 shot breakthroughs without changing much. That isn't difficult, you know?
If you go to any tour pro, what's the one thing that you guys work on? What is the one thing that you guys do whenever you see each other? I mean, you'd be surprised at how often, that turned a lot more than I wanted. It's the small things. They're working on ball position like this. They're working on posture. They're working on so many small things. Rarely do you hear guys, well, I'm here and I want to get it back here, this and that.
Yeah.
Rarely do you hear that. You're like, listen, if anything, like I just need to get my hip cleared just a little, just a fraction quicker or slower. it's very small increments that that make the biggest, you know, perceived changes, and you can't. I mean, it's naked to the eye, most of it.
You ever have like a week you play with like 9 swing thoughts?
No, but I also believe that every time you come to the golf course, it goes back to being able to adapt.
Yeah.
I'll have a swing thought one day, and I'll come out, and it doesn't quite feel the same. So I'll make an adjustment so I can get another. I can have another small swing feel,
Gotcha.
not change, feel that can help carry along.
Oh man, I knew that was going to
dodged
break.
another, but 3 to go.
I would have felt good if I made that. That could have put me at 4 under, but hitting some good shots in there. Rich gave me a good tip, so I might even start hitting some better shots after the tip Rich gave me. So
try it on the driving range first instead of just going right into the gas right now.
Okay, 65, Rich. Yeah, this is kind of
This is where you hit it just a little bit left and use
that's what I was thinking too. Yep.
Absolutely.
Love that. Little left of it, maybe a little past it.
Yep.
Oh no, that's short. There's an opening.
There's an opening. That was my grand ploy, is to give you just one tip to screw you up for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the match anyways.
Get up a little. Okay, it's pretty good. Nice shot.
Yeah, not too bad for an old guy.
I want to hear like a crazy story of something you did that you're a little like uncomfortable sharing, that you would say was a little off the wall. You said you like being uncomfortable, so you got to give at least one good story.
From which decade?
Oh, I didn't
I've
quite
done
get
plenty of things that do I have regrets? Yeah, but funny stories that, let me find a decent one to handle.
Very nice.
Whew,
Okay.
thought I hit that too hard for a second.
I love your grip. Your putter grip.
My grip feels amazing. Whether or not, you know, whether or not it performs is a different thing. Again, I'm starting to putt a little bit better. I got eye surgery or lens replacement about 2 months ago. I'm finally feeling like I can see break again, which has been great. It's been fun. It's nice to get back a little bit of feel and a little bit of trust in my stroke and what I'm doing.
JT said. One of my friends is an incredible ball striker. Guy had like 9 hole-in-ones before he was like 24, and
Nice.
he was a terrible putter. And I'm like, what'd you change? He's like, I fixed my eyes.
Funny enough, it was a sports psychologist. You know, they said, why do you think so and so is so much better than you? And I think one of the questions was like, you know, do you think Tiger's that much of a better putter than you? I said, of course I do.
Yeah, Golf Digest had a cool feature actually on Tiger, and it showed Tiger's vision with glasses once, his vision with contacts, and then his vision with LASIK. And you should have seen the difference in the pictures, and it actually inspired me to get LASIK. I'm like, if it looks that much better with LASIK, I don't know if LASIK improved my vision that much, but looks like Tiger's did. Okay, Rich, so you're 1 down. What do you got here? What are you thinking here on this one?
I've got this 53-degree wedge.
Okay, 53, it's an interesting number.
Again, kind of on a limit, because the harder I hit it, the more it's going to spin. But I think I'm going to put this back in my stance, and I'm going to roll it over a little bit and see if I can't take some of the spin out.
This is a tough one, because it's easy to spin this off the front. You got to hit the right.
Well, I know. That's why I'm going to modify, you know, the ball height,
Okay.
the flight of it, and see if I can't, you know, get it to get back there and stop.
Sit down.
I got to sit down? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's wild.
It's tough. You
I'm
can't.
so far off on that. That is so bizarre. Oh, well. Spin off the green.
Short.
No, I'm stay there. Stay there. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you there, Simon. I didn't really. I thought I hit a decent shot, actually. Apparently, I didn't.
Hit it.
Ah!
Oh, man.
I figured I had to make it. Ah!
So, Rich, since you've been commentating, you kind of have this perspective of you played, but now you're almost like seeing the other side of the ropes.
Love it.
Having that perspective, I think, is super rare. How has that changed your mindset just around like golf and like the game in general, seeing both sides now?
It makes me enjoy and appreciate the game so much more. They're reducing the number of players per event and whatnot. And I used to be all about players should earn spots, because I'm
Yeah.
a guy that went through Q school, you know, grinding my way out.
Yeah.
And who's going to be the next guy that went through Q school, grinded it out, and ended up, you know, kind of having a career like mine? You just don't see that anymore. I mean, my story is going to be about as unique as it gets, going from the pro shop in 1998, making $13,000 a year, to winning my 8th start on the PGA Tour.
Wow. Just to quantify, I hear people often say, well, why aren't you on the tour? And you know what's funny? Since 1973, the most amount of guys to graduate college and get their PGA Tour card in a single year, I think is like 3, 4. Think if only 3 people went from college football into the NFL. That's
Yeah.
how hard it is to play pro golf.
That's the only thing that's holding it back. That's good. I'm not going to let the
I gotta make
I'm
this
not
one.
going to make the CEO putt that, because if he misses it, he'll say, oh, I had to putt that.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Okay, we got the last hole still though. Anything can
And
happen.
I'm 2 down. I make a hole in 1, and you make a 4?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, we got 106. This is probably the hardest par 3 at the Hay, in my opinion. Uphill, cold morning. Let's see what we can do. Final hole here.
Let's do it. Oh, that is a very nice action right there.
Stay up with that ridge.
Well, yeah.
Not bad.
Back in when they had square grooves, that'd have been off the front edge.
If I recall,
That thing was zipping when it took off. You could hear the. That was sweet. That was a good shot.
Thank you.
All right. We said 106. You said.
Yep. Ooh, I like that.
Trying to chase it
That
up
was
there
pure.
if I had to.
That was pretty pure. Nice
That
shot.
was, yeah. You know, would it have been the shot that I would have hit in a tournament? Probably not.
Okay, let's send this one in here. Oh, that thing breaks a little more than I think.
I gotta say, the way you hold the putter, you talked about me, the way you hold it, you get this left hand up nice and high,
Yeah.
and it's just, this thing never breaks down.
Mm.
You're Steve Stricker.
Mm.
When I'm at impact, I was always like this. This thing was always bowed
Yeah.
and going through impact. And yet when it comes to putting, my hands always wanted to go this way.
Okay.
Getting them up here was always hard, but you get in that position naturally, which is also why you don't choke down on your wedges. Steve Stricker never choked down on his wedges either.
Do you know what the best thing I've done for my wedges of late is?
What's that?
I've reduced my grip pressure from a 7 to like a 4.
Okay.
And the contact's been great.
Yeah, absolutely. And as it's funny, as you get older too, what you also might want to, let me see your hand, you might want to try mid-size grips. This is amazing. What a great space this is.
So I was fortunate today to beat Rich, major championship winner by a shot. Any thoughts just playing this match against a regular Joe like myself?
Listen, you're not a regular Joe. You're a good player. There's
I
no
appreciate
doubt
it.
about it. You got a phenomenal game,
It's kind of you to say.
and appreciate the opportunity, man. This has been fun.
I'm gonna look to have a sip of bourbon with him later. I'm gonna try to conjure up some ideas. I want to see the dance. We're gonna get the dance out of this
We're
guy.
not going to get the
No,
dance.
we're gonna do it.
No, we're not going to do that. I still got to come up with one of those embarrassing stories. I'm sure there's 1,000 of
We'll
them.
get
I got to find out. I got to find the right one though that doesn't incriminate me too. And I don't know what the statute of limitations stuff.
Well, awesome morning at the Hay with major championship, multiple-time tour winner, Rich Beem. We're gonna drop some links in the description where you can follow Rich. You can also drop a comment with what other types of videos you wanna see Rich and us shoot together. And again, thank you for following along today.
At Beamer PGA, give me a follow. You may or may not be disappointed.